Hi family, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make plantain fufu 3 different ways. Now, what is fufu, you might ask? It's just a swallow that we use to enjoy a variety of soups in this part of the world. And if you have never tried making your swallow with unripe plantains, you have been missing out on everything called life. Unripe plantains have a ton of benefits to add to our bodies, and it's also one of the healthiest things to use when making your swallow. Today's video is sponsored by Viva Dishwashing Liquid, my all-time favorite dishwashing liquid. I'm sure you already know that by now for very obvious reasons. I'll tell you more about the Viva Dishwashing Liquid as we proceed with the video. Alright guys, let's get right into the video of today. So the first method I'm going to show you guys today on how to make your plantain fufu would be using a blender. Now I'm going to begin by cutting up the unripe plantains. Now you want to ensure that you're using very unripe plantains for this recipe. So I'm going to begin by peeling off the skin from the unripe plantains. Now this can be a little bit hard, but with some patience and with a very sharp knife and some peeling skills, you definitely get this done in no time. Just start by slitting the plantains in 3 or 4 places, and then using the knife or your finger, just begin peeling off the skin gently. Remember to have some patience as you're peeling the skin, okay? I'm going to be peeling all the plantains I need for the 3 different methods at this time, so I won't need to repeat the peeling process again, okay? After peeling all of the plantains, cut them up into tiny bite-sized pieces. And then for the first method, you bring in a blender and transfer some of the bite-sized pieces into the blender. Add a cup of water to the blender as well, and then blend this until it is completely smooth. Now be careful not to add a lot of water. The consistency you're going for is a semi-thick consistency. You don't want to spend so much time on the stovetop when it's time to cook the plantain up, okay? So after blending the plantain, this is exactly what you want the consistency to look like. Set this off to the side and then move over to the stovetop. Now place a pot on medium to low heat and then pour in the plantain puree into the pot. Then begin stirring this immediately as it cooks. You want to continue to stir this until it has formed into a swallow or it has formed into a solid, okay? So just keep stirring it together, and this actually forms very quickly. It takes less than 5 minutes, but you have to ensure that you keep stirring it together to avoid any lumps from forming. You can see how quickly that has come together. This took me anywhere about 3 to 4 minutes, and this is the reason why you shouldn't add so much water when you're blending the plantains in the blender. Now, after it has formed, what I'm going to do next is add just a little tiny bit of water, then cover the pot and then allow this to steam for another 5 minutes. At this point, the plantain looks raw. What you want to do is give it some time to cook so that you're not eating raw plantains, okay? Now, afterwards, open up the pot and then mix everything to combine again, just so that you can get that smooth texture from the plantains. Then take it off the heat and set it off to the side to cool down for about 2 to 3 minutes to make it easy to handle. When it is cooled completely, you can serve this directly, but if you want to take this up a notch it'll be nice for you to mold it really nicely and make it very smooth. And all I do is I place this in a nylon, and then I just tighten the nylon firmly and just pat it on the countertop just to create a smooth face. And then of course it will be aesthetically pleasing when you serve this way, okay? So always take your meals up a notch by making it look really pretty, okay? Now, if you guys notice this bowl, this black bowl here, it's actually a Ghanaian bowl that I got from my last trip to Ghana, and I'm going to be serving the plantain fufu in it with some light soup. I'm going to be sharing my light soup recipe in the next video that will be posted on the channel. So if you're interested in learning how to make that, be sure to watch that video when we upload it, okay? Hey, see here, this first method of making plantain fufu is actually one easy method, but it requires some muscle work. The second method I'm about to show you is the easiest method, the most stress-free one, and is actually my favorite method. But before I show you how to make it, I want to remind you all that I have a cookbook, Winnie Sizzling Selections. Now, this cookbook has over 100 recipes. It's the only cookbook that you'll be needing to level up on your healthy eating journey this year. You definitely want to grab a copy for yourself, and then with this cookbook, you never ever have to worry again about what to cook or what to make for yourself or even your family members and friends. So grab a copy today. And then I also have other things that can help you on your healthy eating journey, like a smoothie ebook. We have the smoothie ebook contains over 35 smoothie recipes. You all know that making smoothies is actually one of the easiest or fastest ways to load up on all the nutrients from fruits and vegetables. And of course, it actually is the perfect way to make a quick meal for yourself that does your body a lot of good. So you definitely want to go download a copy of the Everything Smoothie ebook. And of course, we also have a healthy snack recipe ebook. That one contains over 20 healthy snack recipes. And this one is especially for when the craving comes eating hard at night. You want to snack on healthy stuff, and the healthy snack recipe ebook is the solution for you. I'm going to put a link to all of these products in the description box down below, just in case you're interested. Go grab one or two or all of them. All right, let me show you this second method that I've been raving so much about. So the second method is a microwave method, and I actually learned this method from my mom because this is her absolute favorite method to use to make her fufu. All you have to do is bring a safe microwavable dish and then pour in the blended plantain puree into the dish. I'm not making a lot, I just want to show you guys what it looks like using the microwave. So I'm just using a very tiny bit to test this out for you guys, okay? Grab the bowl and place in the microwave. Set the timer for 5 minutes and allow the microwave do its magic, okay? After 5 minutes, take it out of the microwave, and this is exactly what it looks like. It has already formed into a nice solid. What you do next is just use a spoon, the back of a spoon or a spatula, to just mix this together just to create a smooth consistency. At this point, I still feel like it needs a little time to cook, so I'm going to add a little bit of water and then place it back in the microwave for another 3 to 4 minutes so that I'm sure that the plantain cooks thoroughly and I'm not eating raw plantains, okay? And finally, I'm going to take it out of the microwave and mix it again just to combine everything together and ensure that there are no lumps hiding. This is actually one of the easiest methods, if I'm being honest, and I think that it doesn't require a lot of manpower to get it done. So again, I'm just going to mold this using the nylon just so that it looks really nice when I'm serving it on the dish. And that's the second method all done. Now the final method, which is the third method, requires you to cook the plantains first before you blend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the plantain pieces into bite-sized pieces, and then I'm going to transfer into a pot and add some water to cover the plantains thoroughly. I'm going to place this on the stove top and bring it to a rolling boil and allow the plantains to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes or until it is nice and tender. Afterwards, what you do next is take the plantain pieces out of the pot and place in a food processor, but do not process it yet. Allow it to cool down for about 5 minutes, because I find that when you blend it immediately, it comes off the heat. It doesn't really form, it breaks apart, and that's not what you're looking for. So allow it to cool down for a bit and then proceed to processing this. Now, this method would come in handy if you have a food processor. So I'm going to blend this up until it is nice and meshed up. You can add a little bit of water if you find that it is too dry and it is not forming as quickly as you want it to form. So add a little water just to help put it and bind it all together. Once you notice it is nice and smooth, this is exactly what it should look like. Take it out of the blender, and then of course again I'm going to be molding this just so that it looks better and finer on my plate. And that's the third method all done, which is actually also one of my favorite methods because it doesn't require a lot of manpower. But with this method you're going to be doing a lot of dishes. Okay. After watching this video, you have to ensure that you make or you add this swallow to your repertoire of swallow recipes, because it's not just healthy and highly nutritious, it's actually also very easy to make, and it's one way to use up the unripe plantains that you have lying around in your pantry. Alright fam, my job here is done. I'll see you next time with another video. Until then, remember to be very kind to one another, love yourselves generously, and it's me, the queen of fun and fast cooking, signing out right now.